is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Jackson.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Raven first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
This is fielded at the 27. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now the Raven defense going to call it Timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'm making a flip. I like the flick.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Mayfield, and right away he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the...
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
24-yard line.
Under 10. 10. Football's the Mike. Mike's football. Hurry. 44 is the Mike. Real. Check. Hey. Here I come.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
44, Mike, 44. Watch the curl. Run. Check. Regular.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. Watch the run.
To throw, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 40-yard line.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Football's the Mike. Mike's football.
Here's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He finds his target, Fuller.
That's good.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Browns nothing.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Mike, hurry! Let's go!
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. A heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Check. I got it. Switch. Hey, alert!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Chubb. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 4 that time, and the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
First down, Ravens.
Now they try the right side here. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to number
A
5.
14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Mayfield. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. And that's caught inside the 35.
Jackson's pass.
And all the way down to the 29.
46 yards.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
For the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
17.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mayfield down. And bringing it in right side here. Beckham. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They run for it with Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mike Popo. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Switch. Switch. Say. Hey, alert 33.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hurry. Alert. 44.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run again on first down. Chubb pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A run for Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mayfield on first down. And he completes it to Hunt. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
On the ground, it's Chubb. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Regular.
3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything? Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score all time.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have broken the tie. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Browns' 37-yard line.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Third down.
And to give this time to the tailback. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
4th down.
Movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hurry! Alert! Alert! Motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Mayfield on play action. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
1st and 10.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
brought down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
3-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff looking right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
30.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
37-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot for Mayfield here. Wide open receiver complete. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.